Hello, fans, collectors, and investors. Welcome back to Iconic Baseball. I'm Iconic Al, and if you are new to the channel and are into collecting the all-time greats, the greatest players in baseball history, and learning about the history, I highly recommend you subscribe. Today, we're continuing on the countdown, my top 100 countdown. And we are on number 71 today. This is a player who is active in the game today. However, his star has faded in recent years, and it's very important not to forget the kind of player he is and was. I'm talking about a guy who has 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. He's a .308 career hitter, a guy who just mashed. Power to all fields, a Triple Crown Award winner, and a pretty darn good postseason record as well. I'm talking about getting Miggy with it. I'm talking about Miggy, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your hits just hypnotize me. None other than the great Miguel Cabrera.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
We are watching a generational talent. One of the best hitters in baseball history. We're only going to see it for one more year. He's recently announced he's going to retire after the 2023 baseball season. So we have kind of one last go around, one last chance to see Miguel Cabrera. And I kind of hope that he has a strong showing. I kind of hope that he goes out sort of the way that Albert Pujols went out last season, with a strong campaign, a good showing, a healthy season. Because we can't forget how great Miguel Cabrera was from 2004 to 2014. This man was an offensive monster. 9 times he was in the top 10 of MVP voting. And in 2012, he became the last man to win the Triple Crown, hitting .330 with 44 home runs and 139 RBIs. He just mashed. .308 for a career, 507 home runs, to go along with 3,088 hits. Just the 7th member of that exclusive 500 home run, 3,000 hit club. And he recently joined another club. He became just the 5th player with 500 home runs and 600 doubles. You know who the other 4 guys are? Henry Aaron, Barry Bonds, Albert Pujols, David Ortiz. So that's pretty good company. He was a good postseason hitter. I still remember his at-bat against Roger Clemens. I think it was in the 2003 World Series, where a 20-year-old Miguel Cabrera stepped to the plate against the old vet, Roger Clemens. He had like an 8 or 9 pitch at-bat, fouling off a ball or two, laying off a couple really good pitches, working, I think it was a full count against Roger Clemens, and then scorching a ball to center field. The look on Roger Clemens' face, he was like, who is this kid? Who the heck is this kid? And at that point, you knew Miguel Cabrera was something special. In 55 postseason games, he hit .278 with 13 home runs and 38 postseason RBI. His 67.7 WAR is impressive. You would think it would be higher based on his offensive output, but WAR does take into account position and defense. So I think that's probably why Cabrera, that probably detracted a bit from Cabrera's WAR total, was he never really distinguished himself defensively. And he never really had much speed. So you couldn't call Miguel Cabrera a 5-tool player, but man, could he hit. Let's look at some of these items here for Miguel Cabrera. First off, let's just start with the ball, the single signed baseball. One that I've had in my collection for quite a while. I remember when I probably got this 15, 20 years ago. And I remember when Miguel Cabrera signed baseballs were very cheap, 35, 40 bucks. And that's probably about what I paid for this 15 years ago. But just a nice single signed baseball. He signed his name, number 24 there. And just a beautiful blue ballpoint, sweet spot signature. This is on a Bud Selig National League Baseball. I had it certified by Beckett just a year or two ago because they were running a special on Black Friday. but just a nice baseball that I'm really happy to have. The going rate for a ball like that is about $150 now, so that's pretty good appreciation from what I paid for it back in the day. Similar story with this one. This is the 2000 Royal Rookies, kind of an off-brand rookie year autograph. A nice signature on there. There was quite a few of those signed. It's like 4,950 signed, but surprisingly, you just don't see a lot of these out in the wild, and you certainly don't see many of them graded. So this is one that I probably will have graded in the next year or two. But it's a rookie year, off-brand, early autograph of Miguel Cabrera. You know, he does have an autograph with 2000 Topps Traded, which is a very valuable card. This has gained quite a bit of value, probably in the $150 to $200 range for this card, and you could double that in a PSA 9 kind of condition if it's graded. But I remember when these were $30. I mean, I had multiple copies of this card at one point. I wish I would have held on to all of them, but I did hold on to the nicest copy. And this is one that I think will grade highly. And I just love it. It's just an early Cabrera autograph. You just don't see many of them out there anymore. All right, and now the true rookie card. So this harkens back to an era. This is 2000 Topps Chrome Traded. This harkens back to an era where guys only had one primary rookie card. And really, Miguel Cabrera's only primary rookie card is the 2000 Topps Traded. This is the Chrome version. And that's kind of it for his base rookie cards. MLB licensed base rookie card. This is kind of it. He doesn't have a lot of other cards out there to fragment the value, to fragment the market. So we're talking about really the only primary Miguel Cabrera rookie card here. And this is the premium version, the Chrome version. There is no refractor. There is no parallel. He has that, like I said, that really valuable Topps Traded autograph that is pretty much unaffordable at this point for most people, myself included. But for a card like this, total graded population is 2,700, which by modern standards isn't all that high. And in a PSA 9, 1,617 and only 621 10. We're talking 621 graded higher than this one, which really doesn't sound like that many by today's standards. And a card like this now, I think it's going for around $300. So not a cheap card, but also not a card that's completely out of the realm of possibility for most collectors. So I picked this one up just in the last couple of years for around that level, about that $300 level, which I think it's fair. It's a fair price for a card like that, and for a player of Miguel's caliber. All right, well, thank you for tuning in. I'm so grateful for this community and just happy to be able to share my collection on a medium like YouTube. So I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe if you enjoy this countdown, because we're just still in the first 25% of my countdown. There's still quite a few more videos coming, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So if this is something you're interested in, you want to see where my players are ranking out, then I highly recommend you subscribe and keep following along. Until next time, keep collecting and stay iconic.